Hey guys, this training video will teach you how to perform the building type qualification task. Now, basically, you're required to perform only 10 qualification tasks. Okay, although you see here 200 or whatever number that you see on the uh, screen when you're accepting the task, only do 10 records. Okay, now click here to view the instructions. So there is an instructions document. There is also a training video here that will help you to understand better how to do the task. Now please note that this training video might only cover uh, the production version of the task, and you basically will need to understand both of the different types of tasks that is in building type, and there's also some supplementary material. So first of all, I'd like to go through the instructions briefly to help you understand. Now, before attempting the task, go through the instructions clearly. Now, what you'll be given is you'll be given two types of URL depending on the type of task you get. It will either be a Airbnb URL or a booking.com URL. Now familiarize yourself with the URL and always remember to access the links using a Google Chrome browser in incognito mode. Now, um, also remember that you are required to only provide one answer. Okay, do not select more than one option provided. Now, let's go through the type of listings, homes and listings available. Now, there are three types of home that are available. One is the type which is called home, means it's an independent unit of property built to utilize a residential space. Examples include single family homes, apartment buildings, duplexes or ADU, and also row homes or townhomes. Okay, traditional hospitality basically refers to any businesses that are renting the property. All right, which includes hotel, hostels, bed and breakfast, office spaces, or warehouses. Basically, properties that are used for commercial purpose. Now, depending on the type of home, you have to determine the type of listing. Now, if let's say you choose home as the type of home, the listing should either be a single family home or a multi-family building or an ADU. Now, there are definitions here to help you understand what does a single family home, multi-family home, ADU means. Basically, a single family home means an attached or a detached single unit family. It is not a multi-floor building. And examples are standalone houses, row home, ranch style homes, or townhouses. Okay, multi-family building basically refers to condominiums, apartments, or duplex units, but please take note that uh, these units are not uh, units that have facilities such as such as a hotel. Okay, any multi-family building which is an apartment or condo or any um, duplex or Soho units that have hotel-like facilities should go under service apartments. Now, and that's for home. So traditional hospitality homes fall have got four different categories, which is number one, hotel. Okay, any business or business properties that serve as a rental unit for guests, hotels, boutique hotels, spa, resorts, or natural lodges. Hostels, basically going hostels that has bunk beds, shared dorms, and shared bathrooms and shared facilities among guests. Bed and breakfast, a business basically that offers breakfast to their guests in the dining room. Usually hosts live in the property. And service apartments, okay, basically a multi-family building that offers hotel-like features. Okay, now, all right, so use these definitions to help you understand better on the examples. So if there's no kitchen but like a hotel like amenities and the hotel room layout, okay, and there are signs of staff or it's a traditional hospitality, choose a hotel, so which is logical because typically service apartments have a kitchen. Okay, so if they claim it's a service apartment, but you see the room layout that does not have any kitchen or anything, it leans more towards hotel. Now if the listing has a kitchen but there's no clear indication of guests or any facilities that seems like a hotel, then you choose multi-family building instead of a service apartment. All right, now what has happened is I've given here some examples for you to go through, which will help you better understand why these links are basically either home and also what type of structure they are. Okay, and also I've provided some explanation. So I advise you to go through this entire listing before you attempt the task. Now, what I'm going to do now is I'm going to try to see how we attempt the task. Now, remember you are required to access the task using the incognito mode. So let's open this and let's look at the first listing to help us. Tab. All right. So basically it says 1 bedroom apartment and the listing type says an apartment. So first thing that you do is you go through the images. Okay, you are required to go through the images to make sure you see what the property is. Okay, predominantly for this type of task you are are required to rely on the images and the description of the image. Okay, very rarely you go into details such as the facilities tab and the house rules and all. You can go through the uh, host profile for booking.com sites, but for Airbnb listings you are not required to go through the host profile, okay, as is not required. So depending on the type of task you receive, you can basically uh, go through the uh, you can go through the listing, but predominantly for both tasks, both type of listings, you first of all you go through the pictures first. Now looking at this picture, I can see there's a kitchen unit. Okay, and looks like it's an apartment. Okay, obviously this is an apartment. It has a swimming pool, but I don't see any indication of staffing or any staffing or any facilities like in a hotel, except for there is a swimming pool uh, in the property. Okay, so in this case I'd probably read through this further, this detail. So 1 bedroom apartment, hotel, fully kitchenette, dishwasher. Okay, so there's a full kitchen. Okay, but it doesn't say much about staffing and also like a hotel like feature. So I am leaning more towards uh, home multifamily because it is an apartment, it's not a single family home. Okay, now it would be an ADU if the host lives in the building next to it or in another unit that is attached to that property. Okay, obviously this is not a traditional hospitality service apartment because that listing lacks hotel like features. Okay, and that is how you perform this task. Now please remember to go through all the training videos and materials provided here, although they may be related more towards Airbnb, but the concept of doing the qualification task is still the same.